All right, vlog number 4.
And we try and get some lifting sessions in to fight off the dad bod. Reach out to all the amateur organisations, give them my time, give them free resources to help all the up and comers level up. Even I've went through periods of no drinking, no this, even the last couple of years as the business goes. And every time I stop fucking drinking, the business went like that. Nice.
Hey, 2 more.
Sorry.
1 more. Yeah. I got one of the boys here, Kristoff. He's owner of Strive Dietetics. I got him down for today. We're just going to hit up a full body sesh.
Pump it.
We said squats, but we'll probably do a little bit more. So I'll just
we're gonna end up doing biceps.
We're gonna do a little bit of upper body pump as well too. But look, what this vlog is about is basically I'm just reaching out to my broader networks and just seeing how we align with businesses and whatnot. So Kristoff here, he's going to be working with us for Fight Camp, and he does work with a lot of boxers in the combat sports industry. But it's a good way just to get into his world and get into the way he thinks and how he sort of networks with a lot of gyms like us, or even combat sports people, fighters, boxers, MMA, kickboxing, the whole lot. So if you could just give a bit of an intro, lad.
That's it, guys.
What we do.
Kristoff here, I'm grateful to be featured on Azza's vlogs, man. It's always good when we catch up, talk shit and have a laugh.
100%.
And yeah, we try to help people with nutrition, take the stress out of making weight. As you know, most combat sport guys gotta stick to a weight category and they end up doing silly stuff either to make weight or to manage their weight. So what we're trying to do is cut the bullshit, give facts, give plenty of information to help everyone level up, improve their performance, recovery and longevity in the sport.
I like that intro. I love that intro.
Thank you, that's enough.
All right, let's hit it. We're basically just gonna hit a session. We're gonna talk shit as well too, just about his journey, how he started his business, where he is now, so these things are mad because you just get to get an insight in how they run their business, where they came from, who they are, and now his vision and dream that's about to move forward. But I've heard his story, so it's a pretty cool story and what he's doing now. So let's hit it.
Let's go.
I think we just go straight into just warm-ups, lad.
Yeah. No? Whatever you need, man.
Straight into warm-ups. What'd your day look like today, bro?
Hey?
What'd your day look like today?
Just like I said, we had a couple of consults. One this evening, one in the morning. I got some content done for the team.
Yeah.
So they were at one of our dietitians' house. Because you're always building the brand, but you got to build your people too.
100%.
I've got to build my dietitians, making sure they're getting the platform.
Do you do?
Lower.
Yeah. Do you do
2 down?
Yeah, I reckon you're tall, lad. So maybe just one. One should be sweet. One should be sweet. So you do weekly get-togethers on upscaling your coaches?
We try to. We got to get better at it, but we've been doing every 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
What do you do when you implement that process with coaching your nutritionist?
Obviously, everyone that comes on board with us, I take them through the ropes how to do combat sports nutrition and the specifics.
Yeah.
But these opportunities are mad when the team gets together. It's really knuckle down and figure out the nuts and bolts of each topic, such as, for example, fight week, such as refuel, rehydration, such as taking our, clients and athletes through a journey of working with us, you know?
Yeah.
I think that always helps, and we get together, we share wins, we share challenges, and then we knuckle down with the rest of the topic, you know?
Yeah. So you just sort of go free range when it comes to that type of stuff?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I feel like as the company builds, or as we continue to grow, that's to be more structured professional development that I've got to implement.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if someone's passion was really leading a team and doing that, so I can give them the resources and you level up.
That's the phase I'm at the moment. So I got one of the boys here. He's going to sort of take the manager type of role here, but we implement a structure. Well, I want to do it weekly, but I don't know if that's going to be viable for every personal trainer because of their time and whatnot. But every fortnight would be good because you got to just focus on an educational structure just to keep them upscaling.
That's right.
Because otherwise they get bored,
100%. And look, with what we do, there's so much fucking nuts and bolts. Like I jumped on a podcast with CMBT guys up in Queensland.
Yeah.
I think a couple of months back end of April. And he was just saying like, look, you do so much. And I was like, do I? And he's like, look, you need to focus on fight camp fueling, the weight cut, the actual weight cut, the fight week, the refuel, rehydrate, managing their relationship with food, managing their...
But it's a lot.
There's a lot. And I was like, fuck, I do. Like,
but are you personally doing that, or you're delegating the jobs
that's
for
what that's a normal person that comes to us.
Yeah.
Like that's what comes with it. And I just don't consider it because
Well, you never think you're doing enough, eh?
Yeah, but it's just normal for me. It's just normal. You know what I mean?
But do you think when it comes to your workers as well too, like they should just know the process of it? You just be like, it's easy.
Nah, I'm patient as.
Yeah.
I'm patient as. I've learned. I'm patient as.
We'll go one more set.
Yeah, I'm patient as.
Are they subbies? How does it work with you?
I've got employees and subbies. Everyone's different. Depends what they want, you know? We're fortunate to be in a position where we can offer salary for people, so it's nice.
How do you find these nutritionists?
Dietitians, man.
Sorry.
Fresh out of uni, brother.
Yeah?
Some are fresh out of uni.
Are they more referrals or you're actually putting your ads up and all that type of
No,
stuff?
no referrals. I'm in good contact. I've got a good relationship with University of Wollongong,
Yeah, nice.
the headmaster for dietetics there. And
Is that where you did yours?
That's where I did mine. And I've also linked up with the Sydney Unis one. And then I can just message them, hey, there's a spot. Do you have any students that's interested? And they know what I'm like, they know how I run the show. So they're like, oh yeah, this, here, or they put out an ad and then they'll get their students to apply.
So basically, you've created that network with them.
Yeah, but not like on Seek
do they do work experience and all that shit as well too?
They do. And now since we got our clinic, they can be coming to us for work experience.
That was the best thing for us when it came to getting trainers for work experience, because then you could just pick and choose to see what their attitude's like.
Yeah.
If they stay, if you give them roles and jobs to do, what their attitude's like, you know what I mean? I feel that's the best way.
100%, and only because since we opened the clinic 2 months ago now, 10 weeks ago, 8 or 10 weeks ago, that's when we can do that.
And you can,
before
and you can
it was
mold
like
them.
too much remote.
No, 100%. And you can mold them to sort of be what you want them to be as well too, because it's a pathway for them.
Of course.
And they don't have an idea of actually where that actual pathway is supposed to go. They'll be like, I want to be like you.
The difference between uni and real life is like a world of difference, you know?
But it's like being a PT.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't even need the certificate, cuz it's all sales.
100%. Oh, you're like
everything
I
is
was
sales.
a PT before, while I was doing my uni for 12 years.
So guys, we're gonna talk about his back end story. So he's gonna I feel like this is the start of it now, because this is where Kristoff began, and then now we want to just see where Strive sort of started picking up.
100%.
The Empire.
I went from a glassy behind pubs to laying floors to labouring, and I was like, fuck, all I want to do is train.
No, 100%.
So I decided, you know what, cert 3 and 4 at TAFE.
Yeah. How old were you here? How old were you doing
20, 21. And then PT at Snap Fitness for 10 years after that.
What location was that?
Kensington.
Oh yeah, nice.
Right,
so you're always around that area?
Always around that area. It was mad, man. Ended up building.
That's a good area, good coin around that area as well too, bro.
It was good.
Those city
It
areas.
was good. And I loved always bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Upskilling. I used to go.
Look at his body. That's why he's.
This is natty body. Back in the day, I used to compete in bodybuilding too, so it was always fun. And that's where the interest in nutrition come from.
Yeah.
Which is nice, you know. And then over time, I realised that everyone loves training, but nutrition is what lets people down.
Yep.
So the split shift of PTs, the morning and arvo block.
Yep.
In the middle, I decided let's do online uni at Charles Sturt, and I realised that hey, I'm actually interested in this shit. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Next minute, I'm a fucking couple of years deep.
How did you niche yourself down into just fighters? Because when you're a dietitian or you look into nutrition, all that type of stuff, it's hard to just be a one size fits all type of person.
100%.
You know.
I was blessed and fortunate enough with my other job. You know.
Yeah.
I work down the wharfs too as a wharfie, and because that's a full-time job, it pays the bills.
Yeah.
I was able to pick and choose who I want to work with.
Just so you know, guys, too, like you said, he is still running a full-time job. So for those out there who say, they want to start something, like, bro, this guy's still doing a full-time job at the night time and running a fully functioning business at high capacity. And he's a father of 2.
And we try and get some lifting sessions in to fight off the dad bod. You know what I mean?
So this is actually the only time we can actually train, when we link up like this. So that's why I say we'll kill 2 birds with one stone. But for those who actually want to start something, like look at Kristoff, for example, look at where he started. How many years deep are you in the industry now?
Almost 5.
Almost 5 years. And bro, he's still grinding. He's got a vision, he's a dream.
Every day.
Every day.
Well, when you always read that shit online, like nothing comes without hard work and the grind, it's the truth.
It's the truth.
You can't bullshit that.
No, you can't. You can't cheat
You
it
can't
either.
cheat time. You can't cheat work ethic.
No.
That's the
Especially
truth,
some
you
of the
can't.
younger guys as well too. Like, even it's the fitness industry, and even in this industry, a lot of people will say they want to crack it, but bro, they don't even work hard enough. Like, they
I
don't work
remember
hard
even
enough.
as a PT, I managed to build a good business. We're doing 60 plus sessions.
100.
I had a PT working for me, and I think we're up to 120 sessions a week.
That's cracker.
KS Fitness it used to become.
Okay. Yeah.
Good times.
But see, he found the method as well too to attain more clients, because his books would have been filled. So he was doing like a mentorship type of structure, and he'd probably get a split of like anywhere between 60-40 or something like that. So that was a way where he could monetize his business and attain more money. But that's, you know,
And
that's
again-
not easy either, bro. Like, you got to think about these things and think about things in a different way. So that's why it's you got to think smarter when it comes to business as well, because if you want to attain more money, man,
Your
unfortunately,
time is limited.
Yeah, exactly. Time's
Time
limited.
is limited.
Like all props to him. Like, he's still working his full time. You know what I mean?
I got that. Good to see you. As always,
He's on the
good
vlog,
to see you. Get a session in with us.
Yeah, just a little vlog, lad.
Get a
Alex,
session with us.
WBC champ, lad. Nothing, bro. Just smashing the chest, talking shit, talking about Strive.
Nice.
He's
How
Empire,
is
lad.
Strive anyway? He's one of our
Hey, he's one of the athletes.
That's the business.
Hey.
Are you going? What are you doing? PT sessions after or just training?
I'm PT now with Jay. I'm just getting back into it since the fight.
So you see the beast on the pads after this, eh?
Yeah. Good session back, you know. Good. The
They
fight.
call him the pitbull, lad.
Yeah, that's what they know out there. Yeah. But first session back in that, and then we're gonna start seeing end of the year, maybe November.
Yeah, man.
Back in there, we need one more, you know.
Yeah.
One more. If I can get two.
He's active. How many fights have you had this year?
This year 3. Last year, my first year in the pros, I had 5.
Yeah, see?
Active as.
Active.
The straps
Active.
are coming.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker, dedicated man.
Yeah.
He takes instruction as well. Makes
it.
weight every time.
Hey,
nah, 100%.
he's committed, all dedication, all hard work.
I started making weight.
Hey, there you go.
Stop it, lad.
Hey, that's free marketing right there. Sign him up. If you want
Alex
the
Navarro.
if you want the
Shout
straps,
out the sponsors, lad.
if you want the straps, go to Strive. How long were you working with Alex for? Been working with him now?
At least this year, if not more, longer. Maybe back in the last year we
So
started.
was that when he started pro?
Nah, I think it was a couple of fights deep. I think after the first Wanderers show.
Okay. So what was his process when he reached out to you? So this is for all the boxers out there, right?
Word of mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
The word of mouth. He hit us up in the DMs saying, hey, I'm looking to get on board, and I jump on a call with him, talk shit, see what your challenges are with nutrition, see if we're a good fit. Obviously, I
You don't just work. You don't just work with everyone.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't
so
just work
if
with
we
everyone.
look at Alex, for example, like Alex is very disciplined. Everything's done to the T. I've seen him do his weight cuts. I've seen him do his training, all of these type of stuff. So there's always going to be gaps into their game that they need to fix up. But where in this example, if you looked at Alex from his perspective, what was the challenges he was facing as a boxer?
They wanted to nail down their weight cuts, make it easier. Of course, most pro athletes train multiple times a day, so making sure we're fueling properly and recovering between sessions is big. So yeah, he reached out. We had a yarn, seeing how we can help him, and it flourished since then. Back to back wins, and proof is in the pudding. When you do the hard work, I can only lay the path out for you. You got to do the rest yourself, man.
100%, 100%. Push, 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 push,
Nice.
push.
Good.
You're gonna lift more weight than me, lad. How much you weigh?
90.
91. I'm only 72. This guy's 20 kilos heavier than me.
It's all in the brain, not in the head.
Nice, lad. Nice, lad. Easy work.
It's considered cardio, mate.
You do strength, mate.
We'll
You
keep
just
it
do
to
your
6, that's it. 5, 6.
We're trying to keep the muscle on, lad. We're trying to keep the muscle on. Let's get the 20s on, bar. How are you, boys?
How's everything?
Welcome again, brother. So just a quick outline, so what's the actual, I wouldn't say end goal, but what's the big picture for you, bro, when it comes to Strive?
Building
what do you
Australia's next generation of world champions, man. Straight up, that's my goal. And the process is already, that's the goal. I got in my head how I'm going to do that. Number one is reach out to all the amateur organisations, give them my time, give them free resources to help all the up and comers level up. And as long as my name is in the mix, good enough. Who cares if people join us or not? As long as I'm making an impact, man.
How do you see that vision laid out? Like, what's the plan? I wouldn't say give me the whole plan or anything like that, but I just want people to see, like, how much output you're actually doing to get to that actual ultimate goal of actually what you want to attain.
Networking. Number one, do a really fucking good job. And what you do, you got to be your best. If you're not aiming to be your best, then don't waste your fucking time.
Absolutely.
If you want to be, I want to be the best in the world at what we do. I think we're on track.
And he's worked with the likes of George Kambosos, who else?
Yeah, we got UFC athletes, world champions, Olympic level athletes.
He's the real deal. He's the real deal.
And I want to be the best and continue providing the best. And I feel as we're growing, as God bless, we're earning more money, that allows me to put more resources in, put my resources to give free stuff to help even make us accessible and our knowledge accessible to amateurs, to up and comers.
Absolutely.
Because previously this shit was only available for the pros of the pros. Now I want to make it available for.
How did it work before? Not how did it work, like I mean the process before. Like,
people,
you've obviously looked at the process when it comes to pros or anything in combat
you know what
sports.
What I found is that professionals, they get sponsors, so they get money. Yeah, amateurs, nothing. Everything's gonna come out of their pockets, and then that's a big barrier for them to get in. That's why they do more stupid shit, because they're relying on. Don't get me wrong, experience is good, but now science is always changing.
100%.
It's always trying to level up, and now we're making it accessible to them. This knowledge and how we do it and the strike systems.
Because obviously the old school way is dead. You know?
Yeah, look, there's a merit to it. There's merit to it, no problem. I never want to shit on an old school coach, but if your coach thinks he's your strength and conditioning coach and your dietitian and your boxing coach at once, he's leaving shit on the table. Because you can't be the best at all three.
No, not at all.
You'll be a jack of all trades, a master of none.
Well, just like a business, you want people to be professionals in their field that you're getting looked after in all aspects.
Man, if I had to do my own marketing, I wouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's what it is. Like, I just... You know, I'm good at talking shit, having a laugh.
That's what we're good at.
That's what we're fucking good at. Coffee and a lunch. That's what I love to do.
But look, the dream is for us to network. I mean, the value in me and Kristoff, and what obviously we have the educational background, we've got the experience and all that type of stuff. But for us to fuel our business and for where we need to be with our ultimate goal, we want to be networking. We want to be sitting at the tables where, you know, we're going to be making these things happen for the vision of the business. And look, that doesn't come into fruition until later on down the track when you have your team, you got your systems, you got all your processes, but that's forever growing. But what he's trying to implement is, he's trying to implement also a system where a amateur fighter can go look at an ebook and see
and get world-class fucking support and get world-class support.
World-class information for free with one click. You know, and then obviously there's other tiers to it for them to work with you.
Of course.
But it's just to know that these guys are the real deal. They're getting the information that's needed. They're getting actual quality of care within the information that they're actually given. And there may be follow-up processes as well too that as well.
That's right.
And that's really generally how we look at things when it comes to. That's why I think we align so well, because as business owners, that's what you really want. You want to deliver. You want to deliver a mad quality of care towards the client. You want your information to be rock solid and
accessible.
I mean, people think not everything's free, but you can get free information that's going to get you to, you know, be more aware
Regardless,
about.
when you first start out, you're going to have to do stuff for free.
100%.
You know what I mean? And we all do.
Right.
That's what it is. But you learn real quick. I learned real quick what to give, how much to give, people take the piss, what people value, what people don't.
People's energy, bro, and who they are, bro, as well too. You learn that real quick. You read a lot of people and their energy. Like, I haven't scored 100 in a while, bro.
Nice. What are we going for?
We'll go 10.
10. Nice. 3 left. Good. Work. Good. Work. Nice.
Let's pump it out, lad. Easy work, easy work. Good depth, good depth. Nice, lad. Strong, bro. Four more, four more. Strong. Last one, lad. Last one. Woo! Super easy work.
It's not programmed with my usual SNC spots. Safety bar shit or zerch or something rubbish.
Yeah, the safety bar's there.
Nah, don't worry about it.
You want this one, eh? Cup. Oh, bro.
Cardio, man. This 10 rep shit's cardio.
He's only doing strength. He's only doing 5x5. We did a session the other day. The superset was hectic.
Yeah.
It was a good pump.
That's it. We were short on time, bro.
Yeah. But we
We
made it
done
work.
35, 40 minutes.
We made it
and
work. A good process between me and Kristoff is now, like, I mean, we only this is the second time we meet up, but we want to try to meet up on a monthly basis just to share businesses and how we can work well together. So the next project that I'm going to be working with is my promotions fight camp 4. I do have your corporate style type of fighters, and I've got amateurs on there now too. So we're going to obviously focus on a bit of a deal when it comes to Kristoff looking after the fighters. It's not just the training. I want to look after the clients with a good customer service, and my trainers and everything can't do it all. You know, they may have the experience with weight cutting and all that type of stuff, but you know, if you can offset a certain sector of that type of training to give that member a good quality of care, or the fighter, you know, where I don't really have to look after that. I can focus on obviously what I need to do as a promoter and the gym owner and looking after my coaches. We know that if I go to Kristoff, I said these 3-4 guys need to be at a certain weight. Here's the goals, and he talks to them, and then we realign the goals from there.
That's it.
So he's looking after the crew for 8 to 10 weeks. That's going to be.
We did it last one too.
Yeah, we did, and we got some mad results as well too. Mad results. That was my first promotion too. Same thing. I just want you guys to know, like, bro, the first is never going to be what's expected. We did have 2 other corporates before that, but those were mad. They were just specifically corporate. Then I obviously dived into the world where, you know, everything was done properly. It was sanctioned. It was done all the right way. But I made the right networks on that event.
Now it's boxing. Now for this one.
So now this one's going to be with the ABA. It's the second one now with the ABA. But I've aligned myself with the proper networks to make this one run smoothly. So you look at the first one, you're like, okay, this is what was missing, and then the next one, we'll say this one was missing, and then Then I talk to Kristoff. We talk about what was going on that previous camp and how we can just sort of keep them on track.
We're always looking to improve on it. We're always looking to improve on it.
100%.
More care and better results for the people, man. Because at the end of the day, I always say it's how you look after people what really matters, man.
100%. 100%.
Is that client care. That's why I always say people that join us, you know, I want them to have like an experience.
Bro, I look at everything as an experience.
Yeah.
That's literally how I look at everything. Like, they gotta leave with something to be like, wow, bro. You know, like even a session. Like, let's say me being a coach, for example. When I meet them, from the first moment I meet them, the first 5 seconds, I want to make that lasting impression of them from the start when I first meet them. Coming into where I shake their hand, when I say hello, where I talk to them, where I initiate communication with them, and then it all boils down to the session, then the end of the session. But I want them to leave that session feeling, wow. He'd be the same when it comes to a consultation.
I call these SOPs now, you know what I mean?
He's a professional on the SOPs,
procedures.
the SOPs.
But straight up, you have to have it. When you're looking after multiple trainers, multiple teams, and you want to deliver the Strive experience, it's not just yours, it's not Azza's experience, it's Box Labs.
No, absolutely.
That's what you want it to be. I want it to be Strive the brands rather than me. So even people that come get a DEXA scan, there's a process. This is where you greet them. On the way out, you provide them a pre-packaged meal, a drink option. Oh, no, I don't want, no, here you go.
Well, how come I didn't get that, mate?
Here you go. Because we went for po or pho. Went some Vietnamese food before.
We had some pho.
He was already bulked. He didn't need that. But that's the goal, you know?
Yeah,
and even like you said, younger trainers and everyone else coming through, focus on this little shit, because this little shit is what, this 1% is what makes you a touch better than someone else, a touch better.
Yeah. They're gonna think it's something else. Like, there's, like you said, there's SOPs here. So there's certain things that need to be nailed to attain a client, or even give them a good experience for them to come back and feel like wow. You know, so for example, like I want people to walk in here and I want them to feel like it's actually home. So
Nice.
that first example, when they first walk in, having them greeting them with a nice hello, handshake, looking at what they need at the start. When they come in, they get that vibe from the coaches, from the members. They're all saying hello to them, so it actually feels like home. This place here, it's built on community, and if you hear that word thrown a lot lately, but that's just basically what boils down to my culture as being Filipino. Or even growing up in Western Sydney, you got a group of boys, they're like family. So all my mates, I got a close circle. Everywhere I went, when it came to going to their house, I felt like I was at home. So that's the same type of process I want to deliver to my clients when they come here. At the start, I want them to feel like home, because if they're not comfortable, they're not going to want to join, or they're not going to want to come back.
Look, and
You know?
as you grow, it's very, very important.
100%.
Very, very important. I feel like we got Strive core values, and one of them is making all our athletes feel like their family. Similar
Amazing.
stuff. And
Amazing.
for us, something simple like, how'd your fight go? Rather than, oh yeah, you made weight, cool, see you later.
Yeah.
Man, fuck, you lost, brother. Fuck, you know what I mean? Lick
Well,
the
yeah.
wounds up. Let's get
You're
back on
coming- you're
track.
coming back,
you know?
yeah.
Even the shit. Like if they're fucking lost, fucking be there for them. Don't just brush them though. You only
The
you only
follow-ups,
post,
the
I'll get
quality
you.
of
You only
care.
post the winners. The only reason you only post the winners on Instagram is because whoever won shares stories. Whoever lost doesn't.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get to. But that personal message that shows them that you care. Hey man, what can I do for help? Have a few red days
What
off.
can you do
Jump
better?
on a
Yeah.
fucking call with them.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Hey man, what's going on?
Well,
we
I feel-
try
I
to.
feel
We
like
try
the
to. I don't say
support-
we do, but we try to.
I do
You
feel
know?
like the support unit after a loss is, you know, if you only lost a couple of times, or even if it's your first time, bro, it hits you hard.
100%.
But a lot of people need to know that, you know, it's
Part
not-
of the fucking
everything
game.
is everything is always going to be about winning. Let's be honest
And it's
here.
part of
But-
the experience of
but
life.
You do need to know that a lot of things come with losses as well too, and taking the L's, you know, knowing that you can have that support unit after the L's as well too, is a great support unit and circle that you need in your life, because then you won't be able to just continue on with the.
Listen, we're doing
the
5
podcast.
reps on this 110. Yeah?
I'm going to try more.
I'm gonna do 3 then.
I'm going to try more, lad. Stay with me.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, that does feel heavy, bro. So we might just do 5, lad. We'll see. Whoop. Whoa, We'll
Nice.
keep going. We'll keep going.
You got it, all of it. Good.
Right, let's go for more.
Nice. Good speed.
Up.
Nice.
Wait, 2 more.
Good. I think it's 3.
Up. Okay, now 2 more.
2 more.
Up.
Up.
Up, 1 more.
Nice. Beast.
That was a grind, lad.
We've got to count it right. Your PTs can't count right, just so you know.
That was a grind, lad. That was a grind.
Right.
Let's go, lad. Strong. Easy work. Nice depth. Good depth, lad, too. Strong.
One more.
Let's go. Up. Easy work. That's it, lad.
Did you see that pause there? That's what we tried.
We'll go 1 more. And then that's it. We'll just do 3 reps this one. So what's the plan? What's the plan this year to end the year, bro? There's obviously a lot of fights. Fighting
fights.
promotions at the moment, all that type of stuff. Hey, wait. I want to put this from a business perspective, because I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about lead generation and the process of lead generation, how we attain new clients and how much of a grind it is to attain the actual niche client that we want to work with. So, I mean, what's your process when it comes to attaining your niche clientele base?
Word of mouth, man. Word of mouth is big for us. I gotta say, most of the time we've got a good reputation.
100%.
Of course, nothing is ever perfect.
But that's built over time as well too, yeah?
5 years in the grind,
Yeah,
man.
5
Almost
years in the game.
grind. And it's not a rush, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we've got the clinic. I really want our testing to really take place, because I feel that data that we can provide someone. Quick background, we've got a DEXA scan machine and an RMR tester. So an athlete can come in, see what weight division they're fit to currently, and see how they measure up with their lean body mass compared to the weight division. Whether they can continue growing, or they should continue growing to maximize their weight and the possible opportunity at that division, or whether they need to pull back or move up a division. These are all great conversations which we can provide people. Same with the wrestling metabolic rate tester. If it's slow, it means you've been chronically dieting, you're doing long-term damage to your body. This shit brings the communication up.
So if it's slow like that, what do you suggest?
Listen, you're not ready for a weight loss phase.
Okay. So you tell them. So even if these guys do want to fight, or even let's say
it's going to be a harder grind. You're going to have to go in a deeper deficit to make weight.
So we'll talk about your fighter, and then we'll just talk about a beginner.
Yeah.
For example, so if a fighter's in this stage and then a beginner's in this stage, what are the processes here with how you speak to a client?
So for example, if an RMR is slow for a fighter, it can happen back end of camp because you've been chronically losing weight dieting, and it's a conversation that, hey, maybe you're not ready to turn around in 4 or 5 weeks time to fight. Let's build your metabolism back up by eating adequate calories, by adjusting your training load.
So basically RMR is based on the amount of output that they've been actually doing, or no?
RMR is based on your weight, your gender, how much muscle mass you have. It's how many calories you burn at complete rest. But when you're always grinding and in a deficit, slowly your body starts to slow down. You're not burning as efficiently. And that means increased risk of injuries, worse immune system, shit fucking hormones. And then if you continue doing that, next fight, all of a sudden we're on 1,500 calories to make weight. You're training 3 hours, and then you're going to get injured. 100%, not 89% you get injured. So we're going to have a conversation. Hey, it's time to pull it back a bit. Let's focus on getting this shit back to normal. It's not what they want to hear, but it's for your longevity, for your health.
And this will become the same when it comes to beginners. So in layman's terms, really, if you see what he was speaking about, let's talk about a beginner, for example, with the same perspective of they've been crash dieting for years and they're only on like what?
First step.
900 calories, which is ridiculous. Would you choose? Actually see that a lot of people are on because they're not eating enough. They're on 1,000 calories, they're on 1,500 calories, they're not having carbs, all this type of stuff. And
first thing we do, listen, time to get back to maintenance, build a foundation. You got to build your foundation of a diet which will be able to cut calories from low. Because where the fuck are you going to go from 900 calories? You can't go lower. You're already doing long-term damage. At 900 calories, I'm going to say that's more for the female. So they're at the risk of losing their period. The bone mineral density is dropping, and fuck, man, it's so many complications. So let's build the calories back up, build that foundation of which we'll be able to cut calories from in future phases. And these conversations are that fucking important.
Absolutely.
And I want this testing stuff to be a norm for everyone to come through. Not just, I'm going to use combat sports, for example, because I'll be able to tell you how to diet smarter. So longevity for your career. You can put on more mass. Hey, if you want to fight in this weight division, you're not doing any strength work anymore. You're focusing on explosive power, not any strength work, but it has to be.
You have to taper it down. And there's different phases when it comes to training as well too. You got your anatomical adaptation phase. You know, maybe he'd have to go back to that phase where, you know, you just have to actually focus on light work, higher reps, strengthen the tendons and ligaments again.
That's it. Injury prevention focus rather than trying to get bigger, because we're already maximizing everything. And then I want that to continue to grow so we can give these insights to everyone. That, all right, this is the way forward. This is how we're going to improve you. This is how we're going to improve you. So I want that testing to fucking blow up. That's my goal by summer, that we got numerous fighters every week. We already got, we're getting fighters and gem pop through every week.
I feel this is great, regardless if you're a fighter or not, even just basically what he said. You're not aware of actually where you're actually at. Like your trainer, you'll tell your trainer you're eating this, this, and this. The trainer will know that you shouldn't be on that amount of calories, but whether or not you're taking the information to actually eat more food, if you're fearful to eat more food, because basically you want to drop weight, we need to go get obviously the right help, get scientific evidence that is backed by health professionals.
The data is right. We can't fucking bullshit the numbers.
The data's right, and then that's when you're a little bit more aware. Because I feel like when these Gen Pop people come through, like, I mean, if you tell them, but then if you get a paper to tell them that, oh look, this is actually where you're at, you keep doing this is what's going to happen. A lot of women can't fall pregnant because they're crash dieting. A lot of women aren't getting their periods on a regular basis as well too, because they're crash dieting. Then they come to me as a coach as well too, and say the hormones aren't in the right place as well too.
No libido, no sex drive, no nothing.
No sex drive. That's the same thing for males as well too.
100%.
You know, and you can't do your strength work as well as a male, as a female, all that type of stuff if you're not getting fueled with the right foods. Man. Nothing's optimal. So like he said, like I say to all my clients as well too, if we're sitting at your 1,000 calories, 1,200, whatever it may be, a low rate. Even for a male, 1,500 is very low.
100%.
That's not optimal at all. But you have to tell them, okay, we're going to have to pick this all the way back up. So we have a starting point, and then we can go lower. Not week by week. We look at when you're starting to lose weight. We look at your bone bone mineral density, we look at your fat, how it's dropping. You know, you may not even lose that much weight, but you'll actually gain more muscle
That's right.
and lose more fat. That's another example. But the misconception of actually just dropping weight is different. You'll have a fighter that drops weight, and then you'll have someone who is a general pop person who wants to lose weight. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Where the gen pop person wants to actually look good, they want to feel good. So we do need to implement a food process.
That's right.
You'd be doing the same thing when it comes to these people, right?
100%, man. Exactly that. You know, with fighters, we've got to balance that weight management and performance and recovery. A lot of gym pop just comes for the aesthetic reasons.
Yep.
But then that conversation that you get from this data, I can't bullshit the data. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like that one, like you can't. Like you can't do it. And it's in your face. Sometimes my delivery is pretty fucking blunt.
Yeah.
You know what
but
I mean?
I feel like
it's
it
honest.
should be.
It's fucking honest, but you know?
I feel like it should be.
This is what we got to do. This is how we're going to get you to your goal. Maybe it's not what you want to hear, but I promise you, every fucking time I work with someone, I got nothing but the best intentions in my heart, and I do everything to the best of my capabilities. Do we make mistakes? Fucking oath we do. We're humans. But the goal, the intention is right there to give you everything I
also say the longer we work with you,
the more we learn.
The more we learn. So like if something's not working for you, then we change, we pivot, and we move. Whereas clients will just go, okay, it didn't work for me, so I'll go to the next person. It's a relationship. You know, if you're not going to continue to work with it, or work with the person that you actually are seeing and getting help from, then you're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to get results because that person needs to find the way, i.e. us as professionals need to find a way to pivot, to change, and to figure out what's the next best step for you. Because then we'd be like, okay, hang on, we went through this 8-week phase, but this didn't work. Okay, now I know why, because this, and this.
And it's never a wasted phase because you just let X, Y, Z, did not work. We got 100 tools in my, well, I got 100 tools, so do you, of how to get results.
100%.
Now we know these 3 don't work for this person. Cool, everyone's individual. In science, it works similar. It works similar, but not the fucking same. Similar, sure, but not the same.
Have you ever had a fighter on, I wouldn't say on your cards, but like, he's had multiple times where he's trying to cut down for weight, and then on the fight, he actually gained more weight or something like that? How does it work?
It's hard, not really.
Like a problem, let's say.
Problem.
What are the problems that arise once you come to fight week? So fighters who are prepping for fight week,
it's a funny
let's
one.
listen up for this one.
It's a funny one. So one of the main methods or strategies you use to manipulate water that last week is dropping your carbs. So carbs gets stored as glycogen. Glycogen holds water. So when you drop carbohydrates in your diet those last 4 or 5 days before you fight, in generally your body shifts water weight and you lose water weight.
Yeah.
Generally. Now I got someone. That method just doesn't work, and I don't understand why. We come from a super high diet and we drop it, and like
it just doesn't work. It doesn't
like
budge.
500 grams or something ridiculous. But some people like 2.5 kilos or something. Like obviously it works in percentages, but it does fuck all. And I'm there, and I've been trying.
So this is the first time it's actually happened with you?
And no, I've learned with him that this happens every time with him. The first time I was like, oh yeah, easy, you'll make weight from that number, easy. And then it comes, and it was a bit of a push. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? It didn't respond, and I was like, maybe something's wrong. And then over 3-4 fights, I figured this method doesn't work for it, so I've got to be more conservative. I've got to pivot. We've got to pivot.
So you got to put him on
science,
at the
it
start.
shows that it works 100%, and it just doesn't.
So his diet had to start. I wouldn't say more aggressive. You just start at a certain stage.
Yes, we've got to be closer to the weight to make it easy.
Is there any reason to explain that, or you just can't?
I can't because it scientifically doesn't make sense, and it's like fuck, man. And that's the outliers, you know?
Yeah, bro.
No one expects it.
You gotta stay with me on this one, bro. Only pump probably about 3. Whoosh. Up. Whoop. Up. Whoop. Up.
Nice.
Pump that 3.
We're not doing it. We're going back to 1K.
He's going back. He's conservative. See, he knows.
Listen,
he's looked at his RMR and he knows what he knows his output.
No. What it is, we haven't squatted, I'm going to call it heavy for a long time. We're not going to go balls to walls.
I'm just getting G'd up because Kristoff's here.
Wait till with your upper body. Like. I was ready for it. You should see my program. I got these ones now.
He's got curtains now. Hey, he's got the kickbacks out here too.
Yeah.
Hey,
don't worry about this stuff.
Hey, clam walks, hey. Oh man.
Don't worry about any squats, man. It's all about shaping now.
Look, this is what it's about, bro. This is work. It's fun, man. It's fun. Strong, lad. What are we going for, 5?
3.
3. One more. Up. Easy work, bro.
There's no safety rails, man. It's dangerous, this game.
I mean, business is a funny thing because you meet people along the way. Like did you reach out to me first? Oh, you know what? Johnny Yap was the one who sort of told me about you.
Yeah,
and he goes,
right.
I think Kristoff would be good for his fight camps. So we're talking on Instagram. Everything seems like pretty proper when we're talking, so we're just talking like normal businessmen. But then when we met,
The vibes are the same.
the vibes were the same. The way he talks, the way he walks, just the energy was the same, bro. It's funny.
And it's contagious.
It's
You instantly see the vibes of someone and the energy they bring, like you said.
100%.
That's why we keep catching up now.
Literally,
Even though
I
we live
looked at him, I
45
go,
minutes, 45-minute drive me to him and back, or
We're
him, or
we're
you do
going
it.
1 for 1.
Yeah, that's
we're
right.
going 1 for
That's
1,
right.
lad. We're going 1 for 1.
What are we doing, lad? What are we doing,
Let's do
lad?
upper now. Let's do upper. We'll do a cheeky
Oh,
upper.
wait. How are we looking? How are we looking? Where's the light? Oh, fuck.
Let's just do a quick upper body pump. And then
That's it.
that's it, bro. That's it. But that's what it's about, man. You just meeting people, meeting professionals in their field. It's just mad to work with the boys. Well, I call him one of the boys now because I just feel like he's like, you know how you got a circle of friends and you just be like, yeah, bro, I fuck with the vibe. You know what I mean?
Man.
And it's just mad to work with. It's mad to work with people like that. And he's got a good grind mentality because you started with nothing too, yeah?
Yeah, brother.
So
I'm an immigrant, man. I come to Australia when we were 12. My mum was here 3 years before me, and then I come, and then, housing commissions from Hungary to government housing assistance here to trying to make it. Or trying to make an impact.
Do you
I
feel
like that one better.
I feel like where you grow up as well too. Like, I mean,
where I
coming
grew up?
from nothing.
You're gonna-
Where'd you grow up?
From Hungary, I come here when I was 12. I went straight to Randwick and Bondi Beach. Eastern Australia, eastern suburbs, through and through.
You were the households, but yeah? Oh, yeah. See, like, I mean, I feel like in
That's
general,
who we were friends with anyway.
Pardon?
You know what I mean? That's who we were friends with anyway.
you grow up with the same circle of people. But man, in this instance, I feel even if you're going in that type of vibe, like it's a chip on your shoulder type of vibe, eh?
Look, man, I honestly these days I just want to make an impact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You realise who you are as a man. And we're 35, we've got kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When did you hit that point, lad, where it's just like, because obviously,
I'm gonna say
look, we weren't all growing up. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're not the best type of
Of course.
environment to grow up in, but like,
It was fun. But lucky we made it out.
Yeah.
That's what we always say.
I would still never trade in those times growing up as well too, because it'd make you who you are.
What I always think, man, I think every 5 years I've matured. And I'm going to say maybe every man matures in 5-year blocks, man. From
I believe that.
20 to 25 is different, 25 to 30 another level, 30 to 35 another level, and now I'm 36 now and I'm feeling the next level.
I feel like this is the level here, like that 36 level, eh, where it's just like you're owning your type of space, you know where you are, you got your family, you got your kids. And I feel like this is that point, really, in your life from 36 to 40. It's like, bro, you got to make it.
100%, don't waste it.
Yeah, you got to make it. So for all those boys, like I said, if you, boys, people out there, even if you want to start something, man, a 4-year gap ain't that bad. A 4-year gap ain't that bad.
Look, I went to university at 25. If you told me, if you ever feel behind at 20, 25, you feel lost, I was raving till I was 25. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hard. That's what I was doing.
I didn't open up this place till 28, 29.
So
Same
you got
thing.
time. You got time, man. And you mature. Ideally, you mature.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully,
Ideally.
you know? But that's
then
what happened with me.
It's still a wake-up call as well, too, as a male as well, too. Like you said, ideally you have to mature, but you really have to face the reality of you knowing that you actually have to change. And if you're tired of your own shit or tired where you're at, then you got to change it.
You're not a tree. You can change it. 100%.
But the trees are where they're supposed to be. They you know what I mean? They grew in the place for a reason as well too. So all of those things deep down inside, there's roots there that's forever instilled in you, but like it still grows out of that place. So you're flourishing regardless anyway. So what he says is like over time, over a period of time, you need to realize, number one, you either get sick of your own shit or you just want to pivot and do better. But fuck.
For me, I think it just came naturally, eh? It wasn't like a moment where I was like, oh, I need to switch on.
Yeah.
For me, just
You
went through the things. Like,
yeah, you felt it. But a lot of boys, look, a lot of males aren't like that, bro. A lot of males aren't like that. A lot of males haven't given up the party. A lot of males haven't given up the drink as well too, you know?
everyone hits it at a different spot. But I know where I want to get to at the moment. And I always say, like...
Have you put a time frame to it or not?
No. But I knew, for example, even I've went through periods of no drinking, no this, even the last couple of years as the business goes. And every time I stopped fucking drinking, the business went like that.
100%.
Every fucking time. There's no joke. It was I couldn't bullshit it. Stop partying for 7-8 weeks.
I love to party with the boys. I love to drink as well too. But at some stage, like you said, you gotta stop. And bro, that's where the business grew, right?
That's exactly. And now we're since November, my best mate's wedding. That was my last sesh.
Yeah.
I don't know, 9-10 months. It's a world record since I'm fucking since 15. It's a world record. I'm not even kidding. 9-10 months.
He's talking Guinness World Book of Records.
100%. And what the business achieved in the last 9 months is like.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro.
Yeah, and if I got to 100%, I got to contribute. That's to someone staying sharp, staying driven, staying motivated.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's back to Sabo.
I'm at Smith in the Sabo line. Smith. I'll see you back on Wednesday. Yeah. This has been the biggest growth for me in my career the past 5 months for me. It's not even just about me. I don't even drink or do anything in that fact, man. I haven't done it in quite some time. It's probably been about 2-3 years since I've done that. But like you said, there's a switch, and you just need to know that you need to switch it on. And when you're ready, you really know that you actually need to do a certain amount of things. Like when you're ready and you're prepared for the work, because to know what type of work you have to do, but to be prepared for it is a different whole type of ball game, mate.
Look, 100%. And you know, we mentioned the grind before, like what it takes. I'll be honest with you, for years I still do it. Every day I still got to do it, but sometimes I give myself the opportunity to go to sleep with my kids. I put them to bed every night, but usually I get up and do work, a couple of hours or something. These days I can not brush it, but a couple of times I get to sleep in with them all night. But before was, listen, work. Fatherhood, 5 or 4 till fucking 8-9 p.m. Put them to bed, bath, play. After that, when everyone goes to watch a TV, everyone watches TV, Netflix, or goes to bed, I have to get up, open the lappy up, follow up leads, personal development, professional development. We've done this for years and years, and that's why we're at where we're at.
Oh, it's compounded, right?
Because that's that 2-3 years, 2-3 hours every fucking night.
And he was still he's still working a full-time job. Like, what are your hours at this full-time job?
I do 31.5 hours a week there. It's a shift work, so every week is a bit different. For example, this week I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday hours. But I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off to come catch up with guys, to do consults,
to work on the business.
Meet, you know? And even those hours are going to be 2 to 10 p.m. So all morning I got free to hustle.
So there's always time in the day. For those who say you actually don't have time in the day, you're talking shit.
100%, man. I remember...
If you want it bad enough, you can do it.
I recall when I first kicked off, a couple of months into this journey with combat sports nutrition, you know?
Yeah.
I met a couple of lads from CMBT up in Queensland.
Yep.
And I think they had 2 years on me, 2-3 years on me.
Yeah.
One of them, and he goes, and I think he had 6 businesses. He owned the combat sports gym, trained 2 hours a day, 6 businesses, had 2 kids.
That's sick, bro.
And the whole thing, and I thought I was busy then. And then I had one combo with him. I was like, all right, if this cunt can do it, I'm not even close to being busy. And that set a new fucking new ceiling. And
that's
now I got the new ceiling, man. And you get the right, you get into the rhythm of it.
No,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like, all right, this is the new norm.
You look at these guys. I'm the same. I've been networking, and you see what these people have, and you look at them, and you're like, bro, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this, and then you look at yourself, you're like, fuck, I'm actually not actually doing enough. And I go, this is a normal life for you. This is your normal hours. This is this. He goes, yeah, man, it doesn't stop. Because this is normal to me.
But don't forget, there's a give and take. If you want to be the best father, or you want to be the best thing, or you want to be the best thing, it's very hard to be the best at everything. Like I said, jack of all trades.
Father has to come first.
For me, family comes first.
Foremost. It's always going to be
from 5 to 8:30, my phone goes I'm the charger. I call it,
Yeah.
and we're just family time. You know,
Yeah.
otherwise I'm not present. But again, to be like, fuck, it's hard, man. It's hard to balance it.
It's hard to juggle.
And if you
Bro,
want
you
to
still
grow,
got your relationship to worry
and if
about
you want
as
to
well,
grow,
so
if you want to
everything.
grow. I remember Gary Vee and shit. Them cunts are on fucking Zoom calls at fucking 1 a.m.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean? And what are you whinging about then?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I don't have 2 hours. These cunts
You
are
know,
at 1
Alex
a.m.
Hormozy?
Yeah.
Did you see what he did with his book sales and how he sort of amped it up? Guinness World Book of Record for book sales within a certain amount of block, a certain time frame.
Yeah, he pushed it hard.
Yeah, but it was
I'm
crazy, man.
35.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I listened to his story when he had no option but to grind and
Yeah.
make the money from nothing. And
I heard his story about him sleeping in the gym and he was broke and he had nothing else to do but to make sales.
yeah,
Like, fuck, man. Like that resonated with me. Like, I'm not even saying it just to say it. Me and the boys, when we had our previous franchise before this, shout out to Ramus and Justin, like we literally did sleep at the gym. We were 22. One of the boys I'm gonna buy a franchise. It's called EFM Health Clubs. He goes, do you wanna buy in? Do you wanna buy in? And I'm like, bro, I thought it was cool because I was already PTing at King's Cross at the time. I'm like, yeah, bro, you know what? Why not? And then my mate goes, don't worry, we don't need to put the money up front. What you can do, obviously, you can work a certain amount of hours, this, that. Look, I wouldn't say it was the best idea at the time, but you know, I thought it was just a cool idea to hang out with your mates and say we own a business.
yeah.
But I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't learn the processes there of how hard that fucking was. Especially doing it with mates. I'm still mates with them now. A lot of people aren't friends with people. Like, let's say you go into friends with business, sometimes your friendship fails. But like in this instance, like we were just too young, bro. We didn't know the processes of, I didn't look at any contracts. I just signed it, I didn't read it. I didn't know what we got into or anything in the sort. The gym was a lemon. It was a lemon. And trying to make a bro, you know where Ride Hospital was, the old one, where I think it was more so disabilities.
Listen, man, Eastern Suburb, we didn't go past the bubble. King's Cross is as far as we went, lad.
To sum it up, this place, our gym, it was in an old rehab facilities. It was an actual hydro pool. So it was an actual hydro pool. The EFM Health Clubs is based on your personal fitness coaching and older people coming in, guiding them through their sessions. I didn't even know the niche clientele base before I even fucking started. So this place, when I bought it, not even bought it, where I said I'm in, and I signed the contract with them, we all signed the contract, I didn't even know what the place fucking looked like. And I'm 22.
Learning curve. What an experience.
Learning curve. But we were broke, bro. And the only way, like, we were staying there. We were opening up the gym 5 a.m. We were staying there till like 9 o'clock at night. And bro, we were just too tired to drive home. So we slept on the actual gym floor. And we would just talk about how we're going to find members that day or the next day, or what are we going to do to implement the processes to get members. Look, we didn't make a whole lot of money off it, but we made obviously stuff to make the ship keep afloat, you know. So I'll pump this up first. Yeah, we didn't make a whole lot of money, but we made it work, and we looked at each other and we were like, bro, we needed to make it work. So we just did things at the best of our capabilities and what we were good at. And me and my group of mates were good. We're good at networking, we're good at talking. We're good at talking. So you had 3 young 22-year-olds that was full of enthusiasm every single day, talking to people, trying to get them into the gym. And we broke that stigma of it just being an older clientele base, because based on our attitude and energy. And that's what we ran off. Our energy, how we talk, strong, how we portrayed ourselves. And we always had that thing on our head that our gift was always going to get us to where we needed to be. And lo and behold, now we know as you get older, you got a good gift, whether it be talking to people, whatever your strength is. I feel like that's your strength as well too, right?
Talking shit. Energy. Enthusiasm.
Yes.
And the gift that it gave.
Pulling that out at any given moment. Yeah, because bro, you're gonna have days where you feel like shit, but you still gotta pull it out. Like, that's a different type of game as well too. People can rock up to work and not have any personality and dumb yourself down, but in mine and Kristoff's world, bro, we gotta be attentive.
Yeah. You got to care.
We gotta care.
And you got to bring the energy.
We gotta show empathy,
you gotta
and then
bring
we
the
gotta
fucking
bring energy every single time because, bro, these guys are coming to us with a problem that we gotta fix. And if we're just sitting there like a doctor, I wouldn't say just like a doctor. I'm not saying it that way. If we're just sitting there very monotone, we're not gonna keep them as clients. I'll just do one more. I'll do one more, lad.
Yeah, sweet.
Any words of advice of people in your field? I mean, how do people?
Don't rush the process, man. You can't cheat time. I always say that, man. Reputation and trust comes over time. And keep doing the work, keep showing up, man, day after day. Day after day, day after day, day after day.
We never really, you wouldn't have had an outline of how to sell, like we never had any blueprints of how to sell, how to act, how to talk to people. I mean, I grew up with no dad, I don't know about you, you know what I mean? So like my pathway to just sort of owning my place as a man, like you never really have a pathway of how to walk, how to talk and all that type of stuff, right?
I was just myself always.
Yeah.
And that's at the same time, a blessing and could be a curse.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse.
And it is what it is.
But those things come in phases, like he says. Like you realize, you know what, this is where I got here. This is how I found the blueprint here, because you sort of look at what it allows you to dive deeper in yourself as a man. For being.
I remember when I went to uni, I done my masters because online was my bachelor. My masters was face to face, and the first 6 months feedback. Your professionalism in there. Your professional. I'm like, where can I fucking practice professionalism? I live with tradies, houses, and I work with the wharfs. The cunt is every second word.
Yeah.
Like, where am I? You know what? I took that on board. I went to uni for the next 6 months in a nice long button up, leather shoes, and long pants like a teacher. And they freaked out. I was like, this 100%. Is my only place. If you guys want me to get better at this, if I don't practice here, I can't practice anywhere else.
Yes.
And then I realized then I went to a couple of placements at hospitals to people where it's proper, and I realized I'm too friendly. Like someone, for empathy, I give someone a hug. And she goes, Kristoff, that's awesome. Like, I'm cool. No, she's cool. Like, she was a walk. She's cool. But if you do this to anyone else, like, you can't.
They're not there.
What do you mean you can't hug someone? Because it's sad. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
I need to hug you. You're sad. Come here.
No, like, you know what I mean? Come here. You know what I mean? Like, as a man,
100%.
that's what I do with my friends, family. And then I don't know if I could ever transition to that process. And it led me to branch out on my own. And I could speak the way I want, and I could carry myself the way I want. And like I said, it's a blessing and a curse.
Was it more? Did you look at books? Did you study things, or you're just like go out? I know. They gave you a platform, or like they gave you what's that word? What'd you say? Where they're criticizing you type of thing. It's not criticism. Yeah. It's feedback. Like that's the word, feedback. So they gave you feedback, and you're just like, all right, I just need to fix this up, and I'm gonna practice it.
Yeah. And then it was hard. Like it was hard when you're talking to doctors and surgeons. You can't be like, doing lad.
Yeah.
Even though that's what I want to say.
Nice. Hey, 2 more.
Sorry.
1 more. Yeah. But that's also a different scenario too, because I looked at Kristoff and he looked at me, and it's just like, yeah, I know how to talk to him.
Yeah, it's nice. It's home. It feels like home.
I could hear it in his voice. I think that's the better word to say is you're a chameleon. We gotta be a chameleon.
Like, I do a lot of seminars. Every month I try to do 2 seminars, share the knowledge of everything, share the passion. And I just did one last week at Complete Boxing down in Central Coast, and I presented with the combat sports car. I don't know if you've seen Alex Tavares, and he's an academic, you know? He's a doctor. Well, they got the doctor suffix before their name.
Yeah.
So he's proper. And as soon as I walked in, listen, I'm probably going to swear in my presentation. He's like, oh. I was like, I'm just so passionate, man, that the way they're fucking, you know what I mean? And then myself comes out, and after it, he goes, your swearing is perfect. It shows how passionate you are, how things you are. And I was like, perfect, you know?
And I feel like sometimes we dim our lights by just saying to be this way. A lot of the time, business people want to just meet you for who you are, know your character, bro. And it's still like you. It's not that you're hiding anything. You're dimming your light to how you're actually supposed to, your optimum level as to how you're supposed to be.
It usually comes out, you know? Like the first time I meet someone, maybe not. If we're getting to be good friends and good business partners, you'll get to meet my personality pretty quick.
100%.
And you'll always know that it's honest, very honest.
Yeah.
Often blunt, but my heart's in the right fucking place.
Always. All right, last it. Would you be doing anything else if it was apart from this? I mean, did this become a passion for you, or I wouldn't say passion, but like, I mean, how?
It became a passion pretty quick.
Yeah.
Would I be doing something else? Probably. I can't sit still. Like, I'll give you an example of, again, another question of the grind. You know how I said before, I stay up late and I do the computer work. All right, when I was doing my bachelor's, you start as a PT 5:30 to about 9. You come back 11 to 12. Between that arvo block, I go study. Come back till 8 p.m. finish. That's life. When masters came, I did it at Wollongong. So I wake up early, do two PT clients. I drive an hour and a half to Wollongong, there till 4 p.m. Drive back, straight back to the gym for PT till 8 p.m. So 6 a.m. to 8, 9 p.m. was every day for like 2 years. And then when I finished it and the walking job started, I was like, what's all this time? I'm not used to this.
You got free time,
No, I'm not used to this. I loved that for like 2 months and I was like, I'm bored. I'm used to being 6 to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
But that's
guys?
the PT life, the same thing.
Yeah.
Like when I started PT, when I was working at King's Cross Fitness first, I'd wake up at 3 a.m. I'm used to waking up 3 a.m. every day. Like that's my body clock. Like I had to wake up 3 a.m. I had to catch the train there all the way down to King's Cross, and I'd stay there all the way till 9 p.m. until you build your clientele base, until you get to what you
100%.
what you want, and until you. Another big thing for me is a lot of PTs say they want to reach a certain number. As in like, let's say 5K, or whatever it may be. And 5K might amount to about 60, 70 sessions. Okay, so you got no clients whatsoever. What are you doing within that time to actually bank up those hours? You attain 10 more clients, then you still have another 50 hours that you need to work and pretend like, not pretend, you got to do the building blocks to get to that actual 60. So whether it be marketing, whether it be programming, whether it be learning
helping
more
people
things.
for free on the gym floor.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll give you another example. I used to pretend I was cleaning equipment just to start up a conversation, and then I would start asking them if they needed to go through a session. That's how I built up my clientele base. I had 8 weeks to build up a clientele base. I didn't know where to start.
Was that the rent-free period
Yeah,
you
the
got?
rent-free period at Fitness First. And bro, I had no money. That was about $325 a week, even more. And I only had 8 weeks to build that up. And I was 21 and I had no plan as to how to build that clientele base up. So I had to find my own way to pick up clients. So the best thing what I would do is I'd pretend I'm just cleaning up gym equipment, get a washer, towel, wipe, and then start up a conversation. And then lo and behold, they're my client. I take them in for a free session, then I book them in for another one, then boom, I've signed them up for a certain amount of time. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Can't cheat hard work, boys. Can't cheat hard work.
You
You
can
can't
never
cheat
cheat
time.
hard work. That was a good chat, but we're going to be doing plenty more work together.
Always
That
a
was a
pleasure,
great
mate.
chat. That was a good
Always a
workout
pleasure.
as well too. We just hit squats, chest press, and some arms, but really.
Fucking put it away, man. Put it away.
But this was a good insight. This vlog was more about how Kristoff has built his business and where he is at the moment, and he's not where he wants to be right now, but he's happy with the process of where he's supposed to be. And you've got to be happy with the process as where you're going. So I'm in the same boat. We've both been in the industry, like as in the game, for where we are with our businesses for about 5-6 years now. But
And before then, a decade of experience.
another 10 years before that. But
Yeah.
we know that where we're supposed to be the next 4 years, and we know the things that and the processes that need to be done. Like we're on the way there, and we've already visualized it, and we already feel it. We attain it in our hands. So, but that's a good reason. That's a good thing that how I've resonated with Kristoff. So, but much love.
Thank you, my bro.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you
Sick
for
cunt.
jumping on the vlog.
Thanks for having me.
Love ya.
Feature. KS.
See ya.